Hello, what's up, my beautiful and amazing people? Hope you guys are fine. Hey, by the way, you guys, my camera is not good. Then there was this day that I watched Bahati's and Diana Bahati's video, and they were like, "There's this phone that they've had, like the hubby gifted the wife, and then the wife was like." She regifted it back to the hubby, and the hubby was like, "Oh, see, I'm the one who gifted you this phone. Like, why are you giving it back?" The wife was like, "Oh, see, I just felt like regifting it to any guys. This phone is an iPhone." So, like, they're all mad, so nobody wants to take this phone. The phone is in the drawer. It's just there relaxing. Then me, I have my phone here. Poverty. Hey, hallelujah. Well, anyway. Tulisema we said the enemy is poverty, right? Anyway, guys, that was up. By the way, how are you guys doing? How was it day? But then, guys, it's time we have to be very careful. We have to be very careful. It's another day. Another lady has been killed in an Airbnb. Like, where? I don't know what's happening this year, but let's just pray that we end up well. And we live to see a lot of more years ahead of us, you know, and not only a lot of years, a lot of good years ahead of us. Because it's really hard to get to know kind of what to trust. And anyway, hope you guys had a good day. Hope you are doing well. Me it's when I've woken up, guys. If I tell you the time, you laugh at me. Anyway, I'm just having a little, I don't know, it's a headache or what, but I'm just there. So guys, today it's another session. It's a story time with me again. So I want to give you a story. Like, have you ever been accused of something that you didn't do? African parents, African children, you know this. Like, have you ever been accused of something up to the point like you're even being punished for it, and you're like, I swear to God, I didn't do this thing. But the parents we have, like, where they even don't believe you. So guys, I'm going to give you a story. It's my story of how I was accused of doing something that I didn't do, and where ni Mungu tu alituonea huku nje. Me, I don't know. So guys, before I get into the story, how about you help me by subscribing? Kindly subscribe into my YouTube channel, and I'll really appreciate. That is favorite. If you're a new subscriber, thank you for tuning in, and kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel. And to my returning subscribers, I'm so humbled. I'm so happy for always being here for me. It's an amazing journey with you guys. Like, I can't do it without you. So to you all, thank you. Yes, so today it's which day? It's that. Ooh, Melissa, how? Anyway, guys, so let's get into the story. So this is my story. This happened when I was in Form 2. I was living with my uncle and his wife. My uncle and his wife. That is back then. So I was in Form 2. Then I was also with my elder brother. So he was in Form 3 when I was in Form 2. So after we used to school together, we were actually schooling in my uncle's school. So my uncle had a school, and my uncle was the principal. Her wife was, I don't know, it was their school. So there was this. So during after classes, we wouldn't go back home. Like, we'll have a tuition unless there's something I'm supposed to go to do at home. That's when I'll go. But most of the time, I'll remain at school up to 8 p.m. and have my tuition. So I was the only one in my class who remained. So I was being mixed to Form 3. That is my brother's class. So there was this time after classes, my aunt and my uncle have gone, but now there was a teacher that was teaching us. Yeah. So after class, after the tuition, that is perhaps is the morning. So after the classes, it's now 8 p.m. So we are going back home. So my bro had a girlfriend in their same class. So see, they were walking. So me, I was behind them because now they are walking as couples. And then me, I'm like, I have nobody to talk to. So like, I can't interrupt their conversation to eat a katu vibaya. So I had to, and I can't also go ahead of them. So I had to walk behind them. So guys, as I was walking, it happened. I don't know what I was looking on the ground, but I saw something like folded, and then it looks like money, and then I was like, this looks like money, but it was folded very tiny, like it was like in a box shape, but now folded. So I said, this thing looks like money. See, me, I went and okotada, and like it was either 2000 or 3000, one of them. I can't recall well, but it was because I remember I gave my aunt some of the money and I remained with some. So after I've okotada the money, I was this good CRI student. So you said you are being told CRI, you're always your neighbor's friends, your neighbor's keepers. If you find somebody's property, you should return. So it's late at night. I don't know the owner of this money. So it happened that there was this lady who was, is it vacating? Yes, she was vacating. So I asked her. I thought she's the one who has maybe dropped the money. The man, I asked her, have you dropped anything? I didn't know. Even money, I didn't know. Me haven't dropped. I said, now that I've asked and nobody knows who this money belongs to, chakokota si chakuiba, mwenye mali ndo mjinga. Guys, stay tuned. The story is coming. Heated hapo mbele. So Simia okotada the money. So I was like, then I started just laughing, and my brother was like, unacheka, what are you laughing? I'm like, nothing. I refused to tell him. Little did I know kitanirambu kombele. Kai. So Simia, I said, now I can't use this money without my guardian knowing, because they definitely ask me where I've gotten the money. Because in case I need anything, I'll have to ask them. So they'll be like, where have you gotten money to buy such a thing and such a thing? They'll definitely know. So I had to confide. Is it confide? I had to confide in my aunt and tell her. But then I told her the truth, guys. I told her, hey, I've okotad. Okotad in English is what? I've picked her money on the road. So, and I don't know the owner. I asked, but the person that I asked that was around me said it wasn't her money. But I didn't tell her the real amount. So I gave her the money. It was like, okay, that is good, you're a good girl, I'll take it, I'll use it to buy for you uniform, nini. It's okay. So that story ended like that, guys. Where kumbe ukumbele, there's a time my uncle's money got lost in this house. Me, I didn't know, guys. I didn't know until this time. So that story kufad, like that story was not there. See, I gave my aunt the money. The rest that I remained with, I used, and all that. Mind you, I never told my brother. So my brother was like, umetoa pesa. I'm like, no, yeah. So, but the time I was using it, I had to tell him, mbono le patia auntie. I was like, nini mbaya? Na mbono kuniambia kwanza. I'm like, I didn't see the need. Confide in your brothers first. Confide in your brothers. So I thought the story was over. So during the end of the year, my mom came. So after she came, we talked. Then I left them to talk. During the day we talked. Then at night, I left them and I went to the bedroom. Then kidogo, I'm being called. Sharon, come. She went. Told, catching. I sat. I'm like, Now they started to narrate to my mom how I stole my uncle's money. Guys, mind you, I don't know the story of this money my uncle had lost. I've never known. It's like, I'm being told I stole my uncle's money and I never did. I'm like, me, I stole your money. Where did I steal your money? At your there's this time I had this amount of money in this house and it just disappeared. I was like, so if it disappeared, was I the one who took it? Am I the only one in this house? Message you, where did you get the money that you gave your aunts? I'm like, I okotad this money and gave you. And now I am being blamed. But then I really cried that day. I cried. They were like accusing me of something I didn't do. So it happened that my uncle's money had dropped when he was leaving the toilet. So it dropped. So then after him leaving the toilet, the next person that went to the toilet found the money and took it. And that person wasn't me. I came to realize this later after this scenario had. So it's like I'm being accused, and then they're just forcing me. I can just accept that you're the one who took the money, and I can just accept it. It has happened. It's just good to accept. I'm like, what am I accepting? I didn't take the money. Me, I gave you money that I acquired as a good child, and now you're here blaming me. But then it was at night, around 10. I cried. Then I am so emotional. So there are always two doors. So there was this one that's the normal door, but now in the sitting room there's also another door. But then I used that door to go out as I'm crying, running. I don't know where I'm going. Instead, PM at night, I ran, and I don't know. I just went and hid somewhere and started crying myself out. I don't know. I didn't know who to trust anymore because I swear I had trusted my aunt my whole life. I just didn't know she'll just turn to be this person that I don't know anymore. I really cried. See what you need a food. Yes, I made them suffer a little bit. Like they're so stressed, they don't know where to find me. They don't know if I've gone outside the gate or what. So we were living in this big. It was not their compound. It was just these for those people. They don't call it plots. They call it courts. So it was a big court, very big one, but there was no security guard. So there used to be caretaker. We had a caretaker who used to close it, but by that time it wasn't closed still. So they didn't know where to find me. My uncle had to search. They searched until I think 11:30. I don't know, but they really searched for me. Then I don't know. It just came and found me and then told me to know for nyumba. So I really cried. I really cried, and I really hated them up to date. So after that, but after that, I feel like terrorizing it Swahili. I don't know why. After that is when I came to realize the person who took the money. I won't say the person. I won't say the person, but it wasn't me for real. It wasn't me. Imagine, I regretted why I gave out that money. I regretted. Not the person who took the money was like, kierere. Kierere. Anyway, it was my bro. So it's like, if you would have told me, I would have told you and wouldn't given out this money. We would have used it. Kierere. I was like, so you're the one who took the money. And now here I am being accused of doing something I didn't do. Okay, I felt bad. I really cried. It took us, I don't know how many days in that house for us to talk that well again. She was like talking to me. I'm like, And then if you live in someone's house and they're like doing like that, it's very bad. So later, anyway, long story short, so after that has happened, later in life, after now I've finished my high school, I'm out of the house. I texted her and started talking, and I told her, but then back then you accused me of something I didn't do. She's like, oh, it became heated again until I blocked her. I don't know. I was just trying to tell her her mistakes. She hated me back then, and she at least needed to apologize because in real sense I wasn't the one who took the money. Maybe I was just trying to be a good girl here. I don't know why my phone is really blurry. Then all of a sudden I'm being accused of stealing money. Imagine, hey, Adi. So whenever I even did something, I know even if I don't do, so they'll still say I did. You see that it gives you a bad confidence. So that is a very bad thing. So later in life, we texted, we talked. Then one day I just told her the stories doing hey, and then she was like, who's doing? The argument was so heated. It was like, who are you? Are we related? Do I know you? I blocked her, by the way. So yeah, that is a scenario. I have a lot of them, but that's a scenario of how someone accused me of something I didn't do. But that I regretted giving her that money. I said, because if you eat it in school, you can. I remember I had a best friend back then, so we were like, nilipewa na Njeri and all that. But then she didn't like my best friend. She was like, see that girl, she's kahau, she's so whenever the girl gave me anything, she was like, who gave you? At this person, at why? Why do you eat? Hey Jesus, let me tell you. Anyway guys, that was my story of how I was of how I was accused of something I didn't do. You can tell me your stories too in the comment section if you've passed through this. I know African children, we've passed through this one, and like they always, and then they're like, oh, unajua mahali akili yako imefikia ndio mahali yangu imeanzia. Are you even serious right now? Which akili are you talking about? I am here telling you my whole truth, like my whole truth. Then you're telling me of your akili, where it has started and where it has ended. Hey. Anyway guys, I felt so bad. I really cried that day. I really hated myself. I was like, trust is really, and yeah, I think time has gone and I still have it. I'm this person who takes things long way. I don't know why. Maybe one of my parents have that characteristic. We all say all these things are genetic, biology things. So yeah. So yes guys, that was my story against you. So you can tell me if you had a story, or if you have something that you have happened to your life and you feel like, well, this one happened, but God in heaven knows. Cheers guys, that was my story. I love you, and kindly don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so. Bye, and see my next video. Adios.